Peace, brothers and sisters. This is Dr. Sadiki Baye coming to you again on this glorious Saturday. I think it's April 10th, 2021. And I'd like to come to you in honor of our Creator and our glorious ancestors who the Creator blessed with the blueprints of life to give us some meaning, direction, and some purpose. And we have to honor our Creator and our ancestors by sharing with one another or each other our talents and our abilities because each one of us have something to offer. And what I would like to offer with to you today is this heavy duty topic that I always bring to you every Saturday. And last week, I believe it was What is an Illusion? Today, I'd like to present to you what is a community. Now, I like to paint this picture of what a community is in reality and not something that the enemy has given us, which is nothing but an illusion, something that is not for us. It might be for the chickens, but we need something for the eagles. So I'm going to share with you something that is for the eagles, which is our original nature. Community is a deep topic, so I'm going to paint this picture of what a community is. So stick with me, be with me, receive it the way I'm giving it to you. And you might have to review it again and again because you're not going to get everything the first time. That's the purpose of homework. That's the purpose of study. So, community, what is community? Community is a group of people that live in the same area, live in the same place, live in the same location. Now, these are people that have similar characteristics that are common. Also, they uh, the community has a feeling of fellowship. Fellowship, which is as a result, it gives you a sense of having the same common attitudes, the same interests, and the same goals. That's what a community is. A community is one. So let me break this word or term community down. Let's look at the word itself. Community, it consists of two words. The term consists of two words, common and unity. Common is something that has ordinary qualities, which gives you a sense of identity. Unity is a state of being unified, or a state uh, of unity, of having unity, or being united with those who have common interests. Okay, so when you sum it all up, you have ordinary qualities as one unit. So I'm painting this picture now. Stick with me. Now, community is a group of people that you actually can lean on in hard times. And those people are family, friends, and neighbors. Those that you can look towards when you're in need of love, when you're in need of support, when you're in need um, of encouragement. Yeah, love, support, and encouragement. These are the people in this geographical location that you can depend on when in need of those things. Now, the community is a unified body of individuals with common interests. Unified body of people with common interests. That's what a community is all about. But they gave us this phony kind of concept of community with a bunch of individuals that have everything is all over the place. No, we need to come together as one unit. Those are what you call nationalistic people. That's what you call the beehive. You mess with one, you got to deal with them all. But we are fragmented today because they gave us a false sense of community, of being individuals, doing our own thing, when we should be doing our thing. So let me share with you the importance of community. Okay, the importance of community is to unite us, to bring us together. Not only to unite us, but give us a sense of being a part of something that is bigger than ourselves. Whoa! Being a part of something that's bigger than the individual? When in reality, they made us individuals. We are individuals. They made us that way. But now here's an opportunity to do things together, something that's bigger than you. So, also, to connect with others, to connect with like minded people, to reach your goals with confidence, and to feel safe and secure. Wow. There's some deep stuff there. That's the importance of community. Now I'm painting this picture now. Stay with me. Now, let me share with you the different types of communities. Let me share 4 types of communities with you. The first type is action. Action is a community that is about change, that is about growth, that is about progress, that is about uh, adjusting, that's about moving, that is about transforming. Those are the community of action. The second one is interest. What that is a community of people who have the same interests or are involved in the same activity, or they have the same passion, the same interests, and the same passion are the communities of interest. Now, the third type of community is place. The place is when the people are in the same, have the same geographical boundaries. The same geographical boundaries. The fourth one is practice, which is a community of people who have the same practices, who have the same profession, who's involved in the same activities. Those are the 4 types of communities that I just shared with you, and I feel that you should know that. Action, interest, place, and practice. So these are the 4 different types of communities. Now, a community is defined by the strengths of the connection with each other. The strengths of the connection with each other. What is that called? That's called power. Power. And we are by nature a powerful people. It gives you a sense of belonging. It gives you a sense of connection, interpersonal connection. And that's what we don't have in these communities to get today. We have a bunch of hoods. We went from community to neighbors to hoods. We got to get back to communities, what we had originally. But they gave us a false sense of security when they gave us integration. If I'm an eagle, why would I want to integrate with chickens when eagles eat chickens? But they don't want us to know that. So we're going to chicken schools. We're going to these institutions, these religious institutions for chickens. You know, we're involved in different agencies and activities that are for chickens. So we have to make sure that we mind our business by developing our own communities. That's why I want to paint this picture of what a real community is about, what we used to have. We used to depend on each other when we didn't even have that much. Now that we got these things, we don't need each other anymore. So is that what the chickens were about? Competing all the time, want the biggest house, the biggest education, the biggest bank account, the biggest car, the biggest this, the biggest that. What difference does it make? There's enough for everybody. So they gave us a false sense of what community is all about, which is a bunch of individuals instead of everybody coming together as one. See, because they know when you come together as one, you are nationalistic. Like I said before, you're like the beehive. You mess with one, you got to deal with them all. And you're not afraid to die for the cause. Most of us are afraid to die for a cause, and we keep dying for no reason at all. Most people glad that you're out of here because you have no value, you have no substance, you're not connected. We have to intentionally make the connection with one another, with each other. Like our ancestors set the pace to be. We need to honor and represent them because we got to keep in mind, family, that we are the ancestors having a human experience. We on this earth. So let's keep the connection with the spiritual ancestors so they can lead, guide, and direct us towards success and prosperity. So let me share with you also the community is not only families. The community is inclusive. And what I mean by that is what is included is the schools, the religious institutions, the businesses, the different recreational activities, you know, all of the things, the agencies, the social agencies, all of those things are included in a community. Do we have that, or are we dependent on others that don't give a damn about us and they continue to prove that they don't? And we got an attitude to get mad about that. Why get mad about a snake being a snake? We need to acknowledge the reality of the snake and stay away from the snakes and be the gods that we are. We have to be intentional about that, family. And that's why I'm shining some light on the things that are in the dark. In other words, why do we see things now that we didn't see yesterday? Because we weren't ready. So now we have to be ready. This is the time to be ready. This is Sodom and Gomorrah today. Anything goes. This is Babylon. Everybody's babbling and not hearing anything anybody's saying. This is a serious time of life now with these diseases all over the place. Disease means not at ease. When you're not at ease, you're diseased. And it comes in many forms, in many ways. Now, community responsibilities are an individual's duty and obligation to uplift the community, to uplift the area where everybody is, the place where everybody is. So, how do you do that? You cooperate. Cooperation is necessary. Respect is necessary. Participation is necessary. Those three things are powerful: cooperation, respect, and participation. So that tells me either you are the solution or you are the problem. Choose you this day, says the Lord. Which one do you choose? And according to your choices, it is done unto you. We need to not ignore people's reality because we're familiar with them, because we feel them. We need to guard our hearts. When you're about progress, you have to first and foremost guard your heart and use your mind, because everything is mental. Everything came from the mind, came from a thought. That's how powerful a thought is. That's why they say the thoughts that's the size of a mustard seed can move mountains. A mustard seed, the smallest, can move mountains. That's how much power a thought has. So we have to be careful what we think. Be careful, because it's going to grow and it's going to be real. Now, community is a network. A network, it's not just something you throw together. It's a network of social and economic relationships. Social and economic relationships, which is a place where you can actually, what can I say, is a place where those relationships can be interacted. We can bring it together. Everything is about the process, and everybody should take part in it. That means that everybody is important. There's no such thing as one is as important than the other. They're just like the owner or the boss can filter down to the janitor, because all of them are important, because it's all a part of the structure. It's all a part of the process. Everybody is important. So we have to stop looking down at each other, because the process is all that matters. But we're not a process people. We're too emotional. Isn't that the very thing that always got us in trouble? Our feelings and our emotions? Why are we still relying on them today? That's a sign of insanity. We have to be a process people, because if you satisfy the process, you will always be a winner. Always. We understand that when we go to these dumbass schools that teach us how to be fools, or going to these crazy ass religious institutions that's controlling us and undermining our intelligence by telling us the same damn stories all the time, all our life. When are they going to tell us something different where we can grow from, instead of being stuck in the first grade? These are the people that have sold their souls, family. I say that all the time, and I'm not afraid to say that. And if these leaders and teachers are offended, then that must mean that the shoe fits. If the shoe doesn't fit, keep it moving. So the community is a network of social and economic relationships. That's power. And they don't want us to have power. The system uh, uh, is about not allowing a Messiah, a black Messiah, to be developed ever again. That's why they zero in on the black male. And the black male don't have a sense of connection, of community, and that is why the young brothers out there killing each other. There's a reason for that. We need to stop blaming them and see what the cause is. They are just the effect of a cause. They didn't come here like that. They ended up like that. So that means that the adults, the ones who are in control, we need to make an adjustment on our approach to things. Other than that, our future's in trouble because our children are the future. They are the little us. Don't forget that. It's not us and them. They are the little us. So make sure that we put them in position to do better, to have more, to see more, to know more, to be more, to do more. All of the mores that we need, the mores. So with that in mind, family, a good community is cohesive, is safe, confident, prosperous, and happy. That's the environment. That's what a good community consists of. Cohesive, confidence, prosperous, safe, and happy. We used to have that when I was coming up. Everybody looked out for each other. We had little, but we had each other. Now that we got all these things, we turning our backs on each other. So does that mean that the other people was about that? And now that we're about that, we can't even see that they are the real problem because we want to be just like them. And that's why everything they get, we get, but we get it 10 times worse because we should know better. Stop telling the snake to stop being a snake. A snake is a snake. We need to learn his nature and deal with it accordingly and stop bitching and complaining. Raise your conscious level to where it need to be, family, and that's above this world. Here is a gauge, here's something that you can measure your growth from. The less emotional you are, the more spiritual you are. God can't use emotional people. He can't use weak people. He can't use cowards. He can't use confused people. This is the time that the Warriors got to step up to the plate. So who's going to step up and hit a grand slam? Don't be afraid, family. We are the original people. We not only have power, we are power. So, power to the people. And that's my first book, People Power. What happened to the people of African ancestry? I pray that you purchase that book and read it because it gives you some insight on cause and effect. This is what we should be about. Not look at one side or the other, put it all together. Because good and bad is on the same line, but they're on opposite ends. Up and down is on the same line, but it's on opposite ends. So what should we be doing? Get back to the middle. There's where the balance is, because you never know which side you might have to go to. So we should never say never. We should never say never, because you might have to. It might be necessary. Haven't you done some things that you wouldn't ordinarily do? Everybody has done that. But the key is to always get back to the middle once you get the job did. Yes. So, a good community, cohesive, confident, safe, happy, and prosperous. And we have to promote that. That sums it all up as a community. Now, I'd like to share with you also, and I'm getting ready to put the final touches on this picture of community that I want to present to you and give you as a motivation to take it further. Study to show yourself approval and lean not to your own misunderstanding, but rightly divided the word of truth, family. So let me read this. I want to read this because this is very important. But before I do, I like to say the bottom line to community is needing and learning from each other. Needing and learning from each other. That's the bottom line to community, common unity. So let me read this to you because I think this is very profound. And I don't want to miss a word or a syllable in this. Community work. This is the heading to this. Community work. What is community work? Okay, let me read this to you because I came up with this to make sure that we get the final touches to what community is all about. So community is a planned process. Don't forget, we're not a process people, we are emotional people. We have to develop processes because it took a process to get us where we are. We've been doing it for so long. We're masters at it. It's no big deal anymore. But we have to develop a process to reverse this thing, to embrace the Sankofa principle of going back and get it. Because we left too much behind when they gave us this illusion of integration. I don't even care about integrating. I don't even care about civil rights, being able to go to their restaurants and their movies and hotels and all that. It doesn't matter to me. We need to have our own because we are the original people. We the ones that taught everybody how to do that. Now we're giving them the credit. Now we're giving them the honor. Now we're looking up to them. They're nothing but murderers, barbarians, rapists, thugs. And because we don't know who we are, we became all of that. And we need to turn this thing around, and the only way that we can turn it around is through community, common unity. Ordinary qualities of people who are one. But no, we want to live up on the hill like they are. No, come on down on the off that hill and join the party. Stop thinking you high and mighty. And let us support one another. So let's get back to the community work. It's a planned process, like I said before. A planned process to do what? To mobilize the community. Mobilize it. Keep it moving. Keep it growing. Keep it transforming. Keep changing. Keep adjusting. Keep metamorphosing to higher grounds. So it's to mobilize the communities to do what? To use their own social structure and resources to address their own problems and their own and to achieve their own objectives. We need to solve our own problems and achieve our own objectives and stop begging like we are children. No one respects beggars. Oh, that's a shame. I don't have this, I don't have that. And here's the enemy laughing his behind off, faking the funk that they care about us. So what they do, they handpick some of us and put us in position, say, look at what I've done for you. Why are you mad? I put Obama as the president. I put Miss Harris, Kamala Harris as the vice president. They ain't gonna do a damn thing for us because they're not gonna allow them to do nothing for us. They're nothing but hand-picked house Negroes that fits their mold. We need to learn how to mind our business and create our own structures to enhance our own progress, to look out for one another, to be connected as one. Like I say, be like the beehive. You mess with one, you got to deal with all of us. Those are nationalistic people that they're afraid of. They're not afraid of individuals. They'll knock you off one at a time. So let me get back to this. See, my mind is going, and it's hard to stay just there because it's so much. So we need to resolve our own problems and achieve our own objectives. Also, community work focuses on participation and fosters empowerment. Woo! Empowerment, emancipation, and change through collective action. Collective action, not individual action, but collective action that is part of the process that everybody have to agree on. It's all about respect. So the final touch to this is power has the ability to change things. To change things. Don't forget, we are power, especially when we came directly from the Creator, being the original people. We had to come directly from God. That's why they say they play on our intelligence with this dumb stuff that I mentioned before about the chicken. Which one came first, the chicken or the egg? Don't be stupid. There is no egg without the chicken. There is no children without the parents. They say that God is man, and some people say that God is woman. Well, God is all that. God is all that. And when the male and female principle come together, that's God. That's power. But they dropped us down, pushed us down so low. Everything is based on physical, which means that the average relationship is based on sex or having your own individual way. No, it's about us. They told us 50-50, his and hers. We never dealt with that bull crap until integration. No such thing as 50-50. Everything is 100. How can I be a half a man? No, I'm all man. How can a woman be a half a woman? No, that's all woman. You bring those two together, you got power. The two become one. That's power. That's why you can recreate yourself, which is the children. Reproduce yourself. Create yourself. We're too small-minded, family. We got to step it up and take our rightful position as the children of the Most High. Call on the ancestors when you're in need of help. Don't forget, first, let's call on each other. And we can always tap into the spiritual ancestors, those who we looked up to while they were here, to honor and to represent them and each other. So, family, life is based on success and prosperity. Let us be about that and become one. And I pray that the small picture that I gave you, you will seek it and make it a bigger picture. Because life is always bigger than we see it. So always remember to stay strong and keep your faith where it belongs. Not in the system, but in one another, in each other, in the ancestors, in the Creator. Those who believe as you believe is your brother and your sister. Don't go for the okie doke, God loves everybody. No, God loves everybody. It's not even necessary to love everybody. It's love ye one another. Also, do your best and let God do the rest. You got to know when to hold and know when to fold. Keep your head towards the universe where all strength comes from, and never give up and never, ever, ever give in, no matter how things seem, because everything is, always was, and always will be in divine order. God don't make no mistakes, but we do. But when you learn from your mistakes, it's all good. So keep on growing and keep on learning. You can't go wrong. And learning can be painful, but guess what? You can't beat the blessings. So go get it. It's yours. You deserve it. Keep your lights on and keep them bright at all times. I love you. I bless you. And I want you to prosper. Please check out my other videos on YouTube and push subscribe and like and share it with others, because all of us have something to share or we wouldn't be here. Everything has its purpose and we have to find its meaning, its reason. So happy new journey, family, and keep your head up. Baraka, Hotep, and peace. Love you.